Tomorrow will be day 8, he said. I'll be back again tomorrow, he said. I'll see you then, he said. The last time I recorded one of these was day 7 of my new UKRI Future Leaders Fellowship. This recording is now on day 147. I have no idea how the hell that happened. I had to become a hypocrite of one of my previous points where I said there was so much temptation to try these daily things, to try to show up every day, do a recording, say a little bit about fellowships and what I've thought about since the last time, what progress has been made. My God in heaven, I had no idea what was in store and going from having one kid at home to 2. These beautiful little cherubs are somehow evolved to understand that as soon as there's 2 of them in the same house, they're a double team, they're a double act. They think, if you're going to cry, I'll have a little sleep, but then I'm going to cry as well. I'm going to wake up and turn the house into absolute madness. I cannot believe I am just stunned. How the hell did we get to day 147 when I thought I was going to be here on day 8? So much has happened, so little time. There's so much I want to reflect on and share here. Well, where to start? I think, maybe, not seeing every moment, every day is urgent. I think that's certainly one of the poison chalices of academia. There's a temptation to think that every move is urgent. I seriously enjoyed time off to welcome my new son home and to adjust to new family life with my daughter and my son together, our growing family. You know, all the while there was that little voice in the back of my head saying, how are you going to manage doing what you thought you could do now that you've got these additional responsibilities and these new magical things happening in life? It's just that academic guilt that gets you. It's always there. A lot of us joke about it, but hey ho, I need to say it out loud. I need to get it out there because I won't be the only one thinking this. But what has happened in those intervening 100 plus days since the beginning of the fellowship and now? I'll say stuff about each of these separately in other recordings, but since the last time, I've scrubbed a lab. I've brought old equipment over to a new lab from an old lab. I've had to source new equipment and quotes, get a hold of people, adjust plans because of a pandemic. I've had to think about how to advertise for posts, how to interview for posts, think about who I want to hire, why I want to hire them. And perhaps most challenging of all is to think about when not to hire. And not simply hire someone for the sake of it. I've had lots of meetings with a few mentors, one academic and one entrepreneurial. I've had a lot of my thinking challenged. I've made and severed some professional relationships amicably, I should say, for people including myself, revising how we would want to spend our time going forward. And all of that on the canvas of adjusting to this new, beautifully chaotic family life. I'm back here now because we've settled into a new sort of equilibrium. And the final thing I'll mention that's happened in all that intervening time is that I've completed one of the first courses that I've wanted to fund through my UKRI fellowship, which was to do the Alt MBA, Seth Godin's Alt MBA, which was a business and leadership style course intensively run over the course of a month. And in that, I've found the fuel, the fire, the means with which to get out of that ditch that was me whimsically promising to do this sort of thing every day and then failing to do so for over 100 days. I'm adamant that that won't happen anymore. Whether one person listens to this recording, no people ever listen to it, or more people find some value in it, whatever that may be. I'm back here to give this a go, to talk to you every day, and to leave a little written piece on the blog next to this podcast. There you go, I called it a podcast for the first time. That must make it official now. So I'm officially a struggling, balding father of 2 children and a dog, just to make it interesting. And I'm calling myself a podcaster. Okay, it's official, folks. I'll be here tomorrow. I definitely will be here tomorrow, I promise this time. There won't be 100 days between this recording and the next one. Have a good one. If you like what you're hearing on the podcast, head over to the website where not only will you find the written blog versions of these podcasts, you'll find my leadership blog series, the daily thought series, and information about my book on managing the imposter phenomenon. We also have even more free resources and webinars linked to the YouTube channel. So head on over to dr-mark-reid.com. That's dr-mark with a C -reid.com.